Greetings and salutations, wonderful people. My name is Scribe, and welcome to part 26 of the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. This video will hopefully be up by Monday, and I have no idea where I am. So, we're fine, nothing happened. Alright, so this is fine. We're gonna sleep, and Rhea Soulmane is gonna tell me where I need to go so that I don't have to remember everything I've done. I already have a room. Rest. Camp for a while, 1 hour. I should have watched the footage of last episode before I started this. It's fine. We'll wing it. It's fine. This totally isn't karma for not recording for 6 months. Wait, not 6 months. What am I talking about? It's been more than 6 months. It's been 3 months. Yeah, for not recording for 3 months. This is my punishment. Okay, I need to think. Hang on. I can fix this. You. Where is? Is there a specific location? Yes! Summerset. Okay, cool. Thank you. Wait, is there a journal section that tells me where to go? Crest, Agamus, the Hall, Colossus, yeah. This is fine. Okay, so we're going to Summerset, which I totally knew already, because I am a professional. Not really, I don't get paid for this. Let's go. I do this for the satisfaction of carving out my little niche on the internet as that weird T-girl who plays games that are older than she is. Which is impressive, mind you. Because I was born... Well... When I was born, Morrowind was a new game. Alright, please give me a room. Single... I have so much gold. Alright, this is fine. Status? Oh, okay. So we're just gonna do that. Fantastic. Okay. 24 hours have passed. What am I doing now? How do I get up here? There we go. So yeah. So we are going to the Crystal Tower now. Which... Did I forget to rest? I think I forgot to rest. Yeah. Not what I meant to do. I'm kind of unfamiliar with the controls again. That is jump, apparently. That's impressive. Okay. I must first enter a room. Wait, what? Wait, did I rest for 24 hours? No, thank you. Sir, why are you in the Summerset Isles if you're going to be racist towards High Elves? whatever. Right. Learn my lesson. 12 hours. Thank you. It is now 6 p.m. Or 6 a.m. Okay, so we're going to the Crystal Tower. Crystal Tower has a lot of lore associated with it, as does most of the stuff that survived Arena into the modern day. However, for now, it is just a cool, spooky tower that we're going to for our 5th piece of the Staff of Chaos. Where is the Crystal Tower? Isn't that just a legend? You are not helpful, sir. What about you? Do you have anything to say about where the Crystal Tower is? Lalandril, thank you very much. Alright, so now we are going to Shift M, and we're going to head to Lalandril. The elves, at least the high elves, are notorious for being considered very pompous and haughty. Basically Bretons, but they don't like humans because of reasons. Reasons that I am not a lore tuber enough to get into. Okay. Thank you, game, for the poor visibility. Very much appreciated. Where am I going? I can't say... I just got jump scared by a priest. I can't say I missed the difficult navigation. Ow! Sir, you're being very rude. Am I gonna have to beat you up? Is that something I'm going to have to do? I think it is. You're not doing a lot of damage. You're not doing any damage. Okay, well you're dead now, so that's an advantage. Okay, I am not interested in that. I just need an inn. I just need an inn. Okay. Ow. Okay. This is fine. I'm totally not lost, you guys. I know exactly where to go. We're gonna go in this direction for a bit. There we go. See, I told you I wasn't lost. I know exactly where I am going. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't miss how they handle towns in Arena, because it can be great for XP farming if you want to, but there's other ways to go about that. Okay, thank you. What time is it? Okay. Yep, for a while, 12 hours. There we go. Alright. Let's put our weapon away. Whoa. We have a fancy room. It's got multiple floors. And yet, if we step outside, we will see that this... Oh. it does kind of have multiple floors. Okay. It's about to make a joke about hammer space and all that stuff. But none of that matters. Where is the Crystal Tower? All mages at one time or another seek the Crystal Tower, for it is the crux of magic in the world. Those who know not where to begin often seek the counsel at the Mages Guild. Perhaps you should try there. Yeah, so a lot of this kind of just evolves into, you should go to the Mages Guild, because they'll know where the ancient knowledge is, which works out for me, because I am a nerd. I forgot to sell loot. I will see you in like 5 minutes. Oh look, where'd all this come from? Anyway, alright, let's head to the Mages Guild. I am trying to hurry because I have a timer this time. And it is for 25 minutes because I forgot to set it. And so I think there was like 5 or so minutes where I was left unsupervised and could ramble. That's fine, we have a plan. Here we go. Alright. So, let's go talk to the person. Hello, sir. My name is Coram Ashland, and I have the dubious honor of being the lore master of this Mages Guild. Word has spread that you seek the Crystal Tower. I have known students of mine to search an entire lifetime, never destined to walk within its hallowed halls. I will, however, consider doing something I would have never thought to do. I will help you find the Crystal Tower. In return, you must do a favor for me first. You see, a few nights ago, priests of the Mad God attacked our guild. They were protected by some sort of spell that absorbed our magic, making us powerless to stop them. Many of our initiates died, and the priests carried off a number of our treasured artifacts. Among these was a small diamond. I cannot speak any more of this, other than to say it serves a vital purpose here in the guild by strengthening our magic. It has a secondary function as well, one that would be of interest to you. I quested and won this magical gem in fair combat from its previous master, the demi-lich Zeraphus. It is said that the light from the gem will allow the viewer to see the true location of the Crystal Tower on a specially prepared map. A map I have in my study. The priests, however, have the diamond. If you would consider recovering it, I would be happy to show you the location of the Crystal Tower. You will, however, have to bring me the diamond first. Do you agree? Well, I don't have a choice. Good. You will find the Temple of the Mad God outside the city of Orlandril. Wait a moment while I get a pen and mark the location on your map. Remember, bring me the diamond and I will show you the location of the Crystal Tower as a reward. Coram just inscribes the location of the Temple of the Mad God onto your map. So, they didn't know this yet because the lore wasn't, like, there yet, but the implication with our current understanding is that Sheogorath basically had a bunch of priests go attack them, which is kind of interesting. Again, the lore doesn't super hold up in Arena because it got changed so much during Daggerfall, but there's some like retcons that kind of make things make sense. But anyway, let's go to the Summerset let's go to the Temple of the Mad God. Wait, what? Oh, right, I've been here before. I did quests in this place. I forgot. I'm sure anybody binge watching probably doesn't. Or probably does remember, but oh well. Alright, save game. We're gonna do Temple of the Mad God. Start. Alright, so we now have to find a gem. So beforehand, I was specially interested in acquiring loot and stuff so that I could have potions of restore power on hand. However, I am not going to be doing that because of this. These potions, as well as resting, will serve me extremely well in the future. I also don't need to use it for experience points grinding, as I am level 17, and by all accounts I should be capable of finishing this entire game at this level. Even by just playing the game, I'm probably going to hit around level 20, so there is no reason to have to worry about that. I can just play the game normally and not have to worry about doing any grinding or anything like that. Honestly, I didn't even really have to do it in the first place, because of just how things are. I also forgot to reapply my Shield of No Thank You. So now we do that, and then we do that. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I am also saving my money on the off chance I need to do something. Now, of course, you can tell that they didn't really know a lot of the lore. Crap. Because if they did, like for example, if this had been made during, like, say, the Morrowind era, this temple would look incredibly different. Even like by Oblivion, like if they use like the Shivering Isles aesthetic, this would look different, especially considering, you know, Temple of the Mad God, etc. You would have something that fits our crazy Uncle Shio's aesthetic a bit more specifically. But it doesn't, and that's fine, to be honest, because, again, they didn't know it yet. I, on the meanwhile, am going to search for the gem. Hello, sir. There we go. Why do I feel slower? Okay, dear. I didn't realize all of those points were maxed out. What the? It's a special experience when you're playing a game and you stop playing it for a while. And you see, normally when this happens, I just restart. I just make a new character and I go through it again. Even if I'm doing the exact same build, I'll just restart because I don't remember where I was. And then I'll take a break, and then I'll resume. And I've never actually made myself have to resume before, but for the purposes of a Let's Play, I can't restart, even though I'm lost and have no idea what is happening. Because I can't. Because if I do, all of you will know and then ask why all of a sudden my character has ceased being a Altmer mage or something. Like, I cannot escape this. I can't. I don't know what is going on. Okay. Right. Right. I need to remember basic gameplay, circle around the area to figure things out, and then start mapping it out until I find the location. That is what I need to do. That's the wrong way. Okay. This is fine. I know enough about how to play this game, just, you know, memory, but I can make this work. So yeah. There's not much else. I mean, I like the design. It is a little... I will say, this actually does kind of fit the idea of Sheogorath specifically because of this. The way that the areas keep changing, kind of implying like there's no structure, there's no order. You know, it is just madness. There's no cohesion. Why would there be architectural cohesion? I don't know if the other ones were like this, because again, I haven't played this game in like 3 months, but it would be neat if this was unique to it. I'm sure my past self would be yelling at me like, "You idiot!" The other dungeons were way more cohesive than this. I don't like that sound. Okay, I am worried that oh, I'm out of magicka. That's not good. Okay, cast. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna cast Magic Nap. Okay, good. There must have been a ghost nearby that hit me and drained my magicka. Which... that's fine. Alright, is this the bottom? Okay, I've hit the bottom. I think this doesn't have multiple floors. At least I hope it doesn't, because otherwise this area is entirely too massive. Oh, there's a skeleton. Alright. So, let's... I have so many spells. Alright, there we go. Up more skelly boys. Some gold pieces. What else we got? Alright, we're just circumnavigating. So yeah, pretty normal so far. I mean, it could be a little bit. Oh, bollocks! All right, it's probably on the bottom floor. This is fine. Bag of 55 gold pieces, eh? Okay. Okay, now all of a sudden I feel like I'm faster. Rattle 'em, boys. Alright, there we go. Nothing over here. Alright. So yeah. I will say that I admire the enemy variety. I do admire that there's different like enemy types, more than you would think. Like they actually have like a monk for this. It is a little funny that said monk is fighting me with martial arts. That is funny. Then again, there was that episode where I basically did nothing but punch people to death, so... fists do work. What in the actual hell are you doing here? Whatever. That gave me a lot of XP. Evidently not enough to level up, but still a lot of XP. There's a lot of weird camera shaking. I wasn't sure if I was getting attacked or not. I don't think I am. Again, it's been a long time, so I don't remember where everything is. I'm kind of just going off of pure common sense. Already been through that door. So yeah. Now, the Crystal Tower, I believe, was occupied in the future games. So it wasn't this like mysterious thing that people searched for like Labyrinthian was. It was yeah, the Crystal Tower is where the Queen is. At least it was in I believe, Elder Scrolls Online. But then again, I didn't play much of Elder Scrolls Online. There we go. There. I wonder what the like overall consensus is for Elder Scrolls fans on online, because online has some good parts. Like, it has some neat ideas. But I wonder if fans actually like it or like consider it like Elder Scrolls lore. I know there's a lot of Kirkbrideans that would probably despise it out of principle, which is fair. They're entitled to their opinion. I forgot to turn the ringtone off the alarm. So now I'm just checking my phone periodically with the threat that like a little jingle will play if I'm not careful. Sorry, just I remember when I was recording these, I'd feel really guilty about like recording hour-long episodes. And also, I'm pretty sure not everybody sat through all of them. So, which is fine, they don't have to, it's just I would like to at least try to accommodate these episodes. Now granted, that does mean that I'm probably going to be making like 50 of these. But that's just the nature of the RPG, it's going to take a while. RPGs are long, and frankly, I should not have chosen one as my first Let's Play series. I should have chosen something like Psychonauts. Like, that's a game I could probably get done pretty quickly. Where is this thing? I'm so lost. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know who I am anymore. Sir, can you leave my magic bar alone? Please and thank you. Alright. I'm trying to get as far west as possible so I can start mapping everything out. I don't remember if this is the part where I started kind of spacing out. Because I remember there was one part of the game where I basically spaced out, and it might have been the last 2 dungeons that I had to do, but I remember basically like finding the coordinates of where the item was and then pass-walling my way there. Which, if you're thinking, is extremely cheesy. You're right, and that's why pass-wall doesn't exist anymore, because it literally meant you could just break entire walls of dungeons. And why were we allowed to get away with it? Because reasons. Alright, I think I've hit the back of the dungeon. Finally. This does not help me, though. This does the opposite of help me. It makes it worse. Because this is so... Oh. Right, okay. I'm gonna add an extra 5 minutes purely because I know that some time is going to get cut from when I was selling, because I didn't pause the timer when I went in there. So we'll let that sit for a little bit. We'll end it. I admittedly did not do much this episode. Is this the gem? No. This is something else. I'm pretty sure. It's a unique structure. It looks like an urn. It doesn't look like a gem. So there's that. Goodness. I'm gonna be here a while. Oh boy. See, I think this game is very fun to explore as just like an Elder Scrolls fan in general. Like, if you like Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind, and you kind of know at least a little bit of the lore, you know about the Daedra and you know about the Nine and all that, it's kind of fun to go through this game when everything wasn't set up yet, and so there was nothing set in stone, because then it's they mention things and they mention ideas and you're just oh, that's cool, that, so that's always been there. But then you run into a lot of stuff like the Druids of Galen, and you're what is that? Is that still canon? And then you look into it, and it's it's technically still canon, they just don't bring it up. But then when you try to discuss these discrepancies, suddenly, if people get too uncomfortable about the conversation, a lot of words start to get thrown around, like dragon break or tulpa, and then you're left sitting there confused. What is this? What the hell is a tulpa? What is it? What is a dragon break? I think it's tulpa. Is it tulpa or kappa? I don't remember. I don't remember what they call it. A kalpa, maybe? Maybe it's a mix of the two? I don't remember. That's not what I wanted. Either way, you end up very confused and unsure of what is going on. And if you don't know what either of those things are, don't worry about it. You'll find that out later, when I actually have the mental capacity to try and explain the weird metaphysics of this game. This game has a lot of weird lore. And I'm not unconvinced it's because the primary person who wrote that lore was probably on some form of drugs. I don't know if he was. I can't prove it. I wasn't there if he lit up a joint or something. But I would not be surprised, which I think is the more important factor here. I suppose I can sell that. Oh, hello. There we go. I don't know what my HP was at that point. I don't want to know. I should be dead. I should really be dead right now, but I'm not. Okay. Ow! Jerk. We're just gonna use that. Because at this point, who cares about being efficient with our magicka? Because as we level up, that's gonna get cheaper and cheaper. I mean, eventually you get diminishing returns because you can only divide something so much before it kind of just stops being effective. But for now, there's quite a lot. What is this? That enters an area that we have already been in. I don't know why I'm particularly scanning the top left of the map, to be honest. I don't know if it's like some sort of memory, like informing me about the location of this gem. I doubt it, it's probably somewhere else, but it would be nice, wouldn't it, if I didn't have to go through every square inch of this dungeon. But I also refuse to look at guides, because that would be unfair, and also it would kind of rob like you all of the experience of actually looking for this, because part of the benefit of this playthrough is that people can watch it who did not want to play this game but at least wanted to experience it, and they can experience it. All of its ups and downs and glitches and fun times. I have cleared almost half of this dungeon, and still no gem in sight. I'm beginning to wonder if the gem was on the first floor, and because I didn't look for it. There's a lot of you, isn't there? There we go. Stand proud. You were strong. There we go. Alright. I am positive I would be able to get through half of this dungeon. I am also positive that doing so in the span of this episode would bump it up to 50 minutes, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to do a quick time check though, hang on. Oh yeah. Alright. So, thank you very much for bearing with me. He's a few months patiently waiting. I'm going to resume playing this until I at least cleared this floor. But that's going to be in another part. So, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to do all of the YouTube things that makes the algorithm like me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.